Hey, I'm Dr. Dave Harris. I want to welcome you to this video on television and video production. We're talking about video cameras, specifically in this video talking about settings that you'll find on the side panel of a video camera. Here we have a typical camera setting. I want to talk about the camera output setting that's right here. I've got a switch. On one place it can be bars. I've got two additional locations it can be set to. Both of them will be the camera output. One will have the auto knee on or off. So we can set this down, and what will happen is the camera will output color bars that can be recorded on our media and then sent to the location that's actually going to be post-producing our television or our video production, something like that, so that they can have a calibration of what the settings were on our specific camera at the time we used it. Or we can have that set to bars, which is, we can have that set to camera, which is a standard setting, obviously, if we want to record what the camera is actually outputting. As far as the knee goes, we have the auto knee and we have the auto knee off. Knee allows us to affect the gain and the white and the black level of the camera, and if we want the camera to take care of that by itself, we can set that auto knee to on, or if we want to handle that in post, we can set that to off. We also have the white balance switch, which is right here, white balance. I've got three switch locations for that. I've got preset, I've got A and B. If I want to have preset, that means that the camera itself is going to determine its own white balance based on what it feels like it should have based on the lighting of the scene. Or I can also use the A switch or the B switch, and then also the white balance switch that we cover in another video, which is going to be on the front panel of the camera just below the lens, where I can store white balances in either A or B and then switch those really quickly. The reason why we might want to have two white balances stored, let's say that I've got maybe a home improvement type show where I've got lighting inside a room and I'm going to be in the same scene, the same shot, going to be exiting the room into a different lighting location. I may want to store the white balance in A of the interior of the home and the white balance in B of the exterior in the home. Then I can just very, very quickly just flip that switch as I'm exiting the house so that I have a proper white balance in both locations. I also have the gain switch, which is right here. Gain, I've got H, M, and L. That stands for high, medium, and low gain. On this particular camera, what is assigned for L, M, and H is actually changeable in the menu system as far as the number of dB of gain that are allowable by those specific locations of the switch, L, M, and H. We may have 3 dB for L, 6 dB for M, maybe 12 dB for H if that's what we wanted to do, or we can make that change. But that allows us very, very quickly to add gain or get rid of gain if we don't want any gain in the image, which also makes a lot of sense if we want to have the low setting set to 0 dB. That way we're not putting any gain in the image at any time. This video is part of a series of videos on television and video production. I invite you to our channel where you can find more videos being posted all the time and to find playlists where we have set up things on things like cameras, video switchers, and so forth. And I would like you to go to our Patreon page and consider contributing if you want extra content and access to things that people don't have all the time. And as always, I thank you for your support. I am Dr. Dave Harris.